Hello, I'm Adam, and today I've got Cheapest N150 MiniPC. It's a GMKtec G3 PLUS. So the plus means this is a refreshed version of G3 which has N100 processor. In the box we've got, of course, the MiniPC and pretty nice packaging, manuals, and we've got power supply, and we've got HDMI cable and VESA mount, which is nice to have. That's how it looks like. So we've got this very ugly power on button, two USB 3 ports, and on the rear we've got two HDMIs, one 2.5 gig Ethernet, which is pretty good. There is a heatsink, and fan is underneath. So yeah, how to get inside? Pretty easily, because we just can use our nail to open it like this, and we are in. Well, I've bought it from second hand, so for sure, because it has to be a 16 gigabyte version with 256 SSD. So I've got 8 gigabit RAM Kingston. I saw 16 gigabit is a Chinese brand, so to be honest, even it's better to have Kingston, which is well-known brand, instead of Chinese. SSD, Gujia, whatever. Well, I'm not sure where I could use Chinese 256 gigabyte SSD, to be honest. I didn't want to use it like on the server on HomeLab. I won't recommend using it on a Windows PC because you may lose data, so it's just not sure how legit is this SSD. As a thumb drive to store data, well, I would say if you are buying mini PC or Chinese laptop or anything Chinese, and it will contain very Chinese memory or SSD, well, I don't trust it, maybe yet. And 256 gigabyte of SSD is not a device that I will trust. What we've got there, because it's important. This memory is DDR4, which generally we've got about 10 to 20% less power comparing to DDR5 with same processor. And to be honest, nowadays DDR4 memories are even more expensive than DDR5. So I would think about different mini PC if you want to have a lot of memory in one slot. But okay, what's next? We've got M.2 slot for the SSD, standard PCI 3.0 for PCI lanes. That's great. We've got there M-SATA, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there it is, M.2 SATA. And as you can see, the size is pretty small. I have no idea what's point of those SSDs nowadays, and those are even more expensive than standard NVMe drives, and I don't know why they put that port there. Maybe because from the processor there are some SATA lines, so maybe they had to utilize it somehow, but I don't see a reason. And if we remove the SSD, under the SSD we've got a network Wi-Fi card, which is I have no idea which model, but anyway, it's based on Realtek 8852BE PCE plus USB. So that means we've got Realtek Wi-Fi 6, if I remember correctly, based on Realtek. Anyway, if that meant to be a HomeLab server, I would recommend removing this because it's power consumption, and yeah. Okay, now let's try to go inside and see how to remove, how to change a thermal paste. So I've got 4 screws. It would be much easier to remove the whole PCE card in PCE M.2 Wi-Fi card instead of removing this foam. Okay. And what now? How I'm supposed to remove it? Okay. I don't like this way of disassembling. Okay. Oh my gosh. No. The antenna is under the battery, which is silicone glued to the motherboard, which is pretty strange. Okay, so anyway. Okay. Yeah, so I didn't like the process. Oh, it's cool. I didn't like process of removing it, but okay, what next? Okay. Okay. And finally, well, we need to remember this board is very cheap, this MiniPC. So on reverse we've got pretty very standard laptop cooling, I would say. Okay, and let's see how many thermal paste do we've got. I think that's okay. That's fine. Okay, since we've got the whole motherboard, by the way, guys, as maybe, as you can see, this thing is so small. So unfortunately, I think it will overheat, but whatever. Yeah, there is nothing under memory. And let's do a close-up, and I will let you read something if you want. So there is something Intel. I'm not sure if is it from the network for the LAN port. Next we've got, I'm not sure, okay, what we've got there? Giga device BIOS chip, something that I don't know. Some MOSFETs, coils, KBC, focus. Okay, now from J, yeah, whatever, and then this one I will let you see. Okay, so there you go, the close-up of the drive, but I hope this is the network chip, so we don't got Realtek. So in the G3 PLUS we might got updated network card to Intel, which is totally great news, because unfortunately all GMKtec with AMD processors nowadays, if we are looking for something more powerful, comes with Realtek. So if this one got Intel, that's great, but unfortunately still it has only one. Okay, well, at least I must say that in this case it was fairly easy to disassemble, I mean to go to the CPU and replace the paste. It was pretty easy, that I must say, because yeah, on the previous one it was way harder, but now how I could put it? Yeah, in this case we need to bend the plastic casing and somehow try to insert everything back to its place. Oh, like this. Okay. And what now? Okay, the question is, will SSD in our Arctic heatsink fit into this mini PC? I just take measurements, and as we can see, yeah, I won't tell you, but you can see some measurements. And yeah, let's try. Oh, no way, no way. Is that in? Oh. There are some problems, 1 second. But if I cannot press it harder. Oh, and now I'm touching the Wi-Fi antenna, by the way. Okay, so how I would summarize it. 1 second, I don't want to break. A very tight fit. We are in the idle and power consumption is about 7.3 watts. Yeah, so now let's try the stress test. And as we can see, we've got locked on 17 watts, which is like, I don't know, I think it's supposed to be 15, but whatever. In this case, we've got Intel, so we've got nice core temperatures and it's rising. So let's see how it will rise. CPU frequency, oh my gosh. There we can see core 0, core 1. Everything dropped, unfortunately, and is holding at 2.6 GHz. Well, that's the quiet mode. Okay, so we are at 2 minutes of the stress test, and as we can see, power consumption on the power supply dropped to 15 watts as I expected, so those 17 at the very beginning were some kind of a boost. And as we can see, our package dropped to 8 watts, previously it was 10. And after 2 minutes we've got 61 degrees on the 61 on the cores. And okay, so balance mode, let's try it out. Are you kidding me? Yeah, as you can see, we've got 2.9 gigahertz. Almost 11 package watts. Power consumption is almost 18 watts. That's almost no difference between the quiet mode. GMKtec, what are you doing? So maybe the best one was the Odroid, which, yeah, it was great setting, yeah. But okay, as we can see, we've got 2.9 gigahertz frequency. We already hit 63 degrees. Okay, we are after 2.5 minutes. As we can see, we dropped to 10 watts package, 2.9 gigahertz frequency, and power draw is about 17 watts. Regarding SSD, we've got almost 51 degrees. Normally I see that 57 is the controller temperature. Yeah, so it's before warning. Okay, so we are idling, and idle power consumption is exactly same as on other modes, about 7 and 5 watt. And let's do the stress test in performance mode. We will see 30 watt power consumption or no. Are you kidding me? It's like deja vu. Well, as we can see, it's behaving exactly same as in balanced mode, maybe because of the starting temperature, but my bet would be they didn't change the modes. We've got 11 watts, 18 watts power consumption. Okay, so we are at almost 2.5 minutes of the stress test. What we can see, CPU temperature is 69, frequency is exactly same as in balanced mode. So what we've got more there, we've got slightly more power usage, but just I don't know, about half watt. We've got higher temperature, 70 degrees, and generally nothing else. So summarizing, we've got like from 15 watt power consumption in quiet mode to 17-18 watts at its max. Okay, so summarizing, generally we are at the still fine temperatures, but well, I wouldn't like to have a cooking SSD. And just have it in mind that this GMKtec G3 is hot. It's hot. It's not overheating, but it's noticeably warm and warmer than other more expensive, maybe mini PCs. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment and hit the subscribe button. Bye.